What is up, you guys? It's your girl Fresh, and I am back with the video that you've been waiting for. Anyway, so I'm back before I go wash out my hair to drop this video on the pros to being a dialysis technician. And today, instead of freestyling it, she wrote them down. So hopefully this isn't long, but here we go. So I gave y'all the cons video to being a dialysis tech, and you know, it was real, my real experience, what I went through, what I wish I would have known before getting into it, etc., etc. And here's what I'm taking from it as of right now, as of me being in the field. One of the other things that I can say I was happy about with this was the on-the-job training, especially today and age. Oh, that was just me feeling myself. Okay, today age, there aren't a lot of jobs that do on-the-job training, and if it is, it's not an extensive training. You know, it may be a week or 2 weeks. So what I appreciated about this was it was literally no experience required, on-the-job training, and the training was from 9 to 10 weeks. And by the time you got to your 10th week, you would do week 10, you'll have 1 patient on your own. Week 11, you'd have 2 patients, and then week 12, you would have a whole pod. I said that in the last video. If you ain't catch it, go watch it. Anyway, so the on-the-job training is a big plus to me, in my opinion. Another thing, listen. We're going to work on this oh, y'all seeing the cavities in my mouth. Okay, mind your business. Okay. Another thing was tuition reimbursement. They do a $3,000 tuition reimbursement, which I thought was pretty dope. You know, it's helpful. Tuition reimbursement is very helpful. It may be hurtful in the upfront, but in the back end, it's very, very, very helpful. And I think that $3,000 is a really good, you know, helping point. There are a few certifications that you can put up under your belt for less than $3,000. So I think that $3,000 is really, really nice. The scholarship that ranges from $25,000 to $30,000. There is a, you know, you have to sign up for it. They have to choose people. It's not just like everybody gets it. So once you get into the job, they'll explain more to you about it. I didn't really dig into it because right now there's just certifications I want to get, not necessarily a whole degree that I want to go back and get. I do have a bachelor's in sociology. Another thing that I like that they did was preferred schedule. You can kind of throw out the schedule that you prefer to have, and if it works out for you, then it works out for you. Most times it does, because this is one of those jobs that's a preferred schedule, unless they have other needs, and then they'll let you know. You typically work 3 days a week on average. I love the fact that they were closed on Sundays, because that's Jesus time. Yeah, I'm gonna say, if you wanted to work a 4th day, it'd be by choice and signing up for it, more than them just making you work 4 days, because those 3 days a week that you're working are 12+ hour shifts. So yeah, I'm giving you all the job stuff of why it's good. You get, I never had a CNA. I've had my CMT, which is Certified Medication Technician. So that's going to expire this month. TMI, you don't care. I do. But anyway, you get your CNA DT, CNA Dialysis Technician here. And I was excited for that because I don't even have a CNA. So to have my CNA DT, I was just like, bonus. And okay, cool. Y'all gonna give it to me? I'll take that for 100, Alex. This job does provide you with a pretty good, a pretty decent amount of career path options. Clinically, you can become an RN, you can do the dietitian role, or you can become a social worker. You know, all of that is school. And that, to me, that scholarship right there. You can use that and apply for that and do that. So I think that is awesome. You know, as far as the administrative side, you can become an FA, you can do AA, and from the FA you can go up the corporate ladder, which is awesome as well. You know, just put your time and experience. And I think that people who come from being a PCT, dialysis technician, to then going administrative can definitely be helpful from a clinical standpoint, because a lot of our FAs do not have any clinical experience. So sometimes, you know how jobs are where you get a supervisor who doesn't have the hands-on experience that you have, but have just the business experience. So sometimes they don't understand everything that goes on the floor. So to have somebody that was a PCT to transition to an FA or an etc., I think that that's awesome. I think it's beneficial. I think that they can speak on our behalf when getting things done. Another thing is there are other certifications you can get, you know, between your hire date and 18 months, you have to take the state exam, get your CCHT. And there you can get your Bonet certification or your CHT. There are so many different certifications you can get that can, you know, catapult you in this field, that I think that it's worth shooting for. For me, it also, on a personal level, just the thought of knowing and say, hey, I'm saving somebody's life today is just like the greatest feeling in the world. You know, I worked in a group home, so kind of saying like, hey, I'm preserving this person's life for this, you know, for some time. I'm taking care of them. I'm feeding them. I'm making sure they get medication, blah, 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 woo, woo, is one thing. But to know that because you're coming in and we're cleaning your blood, I'm literally giving you another day of life is a whole nother feeling. And to just, you know, build professional relationships with your patients and hear their stories and their backgrounds, or even be an outlet for them, is just a really awesome feeling in and of itself. It's just like, I don't know, I just like helping people. And if I don't have to talk and they can talk, I'm okay with that, because even though I talk in these videos, I'm not big on talking, but just knowing that I'm saving a life in a sense is very rewarding to me. This job also keeps me humbled, because that could be me, and it just teaches me to be grateful and, you know, do what I need to do. And I'm, you know, not everybody does something harmful to themselves to cause this to happen. So, you know, to me, I think this is also a good opportunity for networking. You know, when you work at different clinics, when you go to the academy, you know, it's a good opportunity to network. Even in your own clinic, people who have been veterans, etc., you know, open up other doors at like sister companies, you know, to get you in your foot in the door, and, you know, just to grow and just building relationships and establishing yourself and putting a name, making a name for yourself is just an awesome opportunity to have. And you learned a new skill. You learned a completely new skill. You've learned how to set up a machine. You've learned how to recirculate somebody's blood. You've learned how to clean someone's blood. You know what to do if someone passes out. You monitoring blood pressures. You're sticking people with needles. You have no experience with sticking people with needles, and now you do. That's a half a step to becoming a phlebotomist, to me. And that's what I'm fitting to do. Just get that up under my belt. So it's just, you get a lot from it. It takes a lot out of you, but you get a lot from it if you put in the time and the effort. And, you know, I thought that I had struck gold when I'm just like, oh, I'm a manager of a group home, and I do this, and I change beds, and I take people on the appointments, and I get medication. No, baby. Now I'm just like, that's my shoulders off. Shawty, I'm sticking people with, I'm cannulating. What you mean? I'm checking, making sure that their blood flow is going well. What do you mean? I'm a boss. Call me Dr. Freshly. Damn it, I just told you guys too much. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna bring it back in. I'm sorry. Just, see, dialysis makes you confident. You know, It's okay. It happens to the best of us. But anyway, so yeah, it's your girl Fresh, and I just wanted to share these positive points, these pros to working as a dialysis technician. Don't give up, technician. Don't give up. Stick in there. Put up with it. Don't give up the good fight. You can do it. I'm doing it. I'm still there. Again, take what you can give, but give everything that you can give, and do it with a humble heart. Have humility, and yeah, that is all. Good night. Bye.